Hi there, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back to another version of Video Visions. Today, we're going to talk about domain 3C, which really focuses in on literacy strategies. I know that you've all seen ideas and tips from me, so we're going to take a little bit of a different approach this morning and look at some cool new tech tools and professional development pieces as well. I love learning from you guys and then sharing back the knowledge that I have stolen. So teachers make the best thieves. I'll see you soon. So, when talking about the dream, we know that our blueprint of success includes this, a plan, and a reflective piece. So, let's look at the ideal circumstances for what 3C actually looks like. So here, we want to make sure that the instructor incorporates those highly interactive, well-integrated strategies consistently and constantly throughout the live lesson and the DBA. And that's the difference. That word consistently is the difference between a highly effective and an effective. If we just put in a word wall or a quick questioning piece and we check it off as done with our literacy strategy, that's not enough to really make sure that we're getting our students engaged with the content throughout the time that we have them. So we want to consistently put things in throughout, and don't forget, reach out. I'd be happy to help. We also want to make sure that students are engaged and applying those literacy strategies. So we want to make sure that we're not just doing the literacy strategy and having those aha moments for them. We want to make sure that we're allowing them to give each other feedback as well as, having those aha moments themselves. So the key to having these various techniques throughout the live lesson is the purpose of that is to make sure that we can see if the content is applied to real world situations and understood by the students. So, looking at some of these guiding questions that we need to be asking ourselves when planning and preparing for our live lesson and DBAs, those are things like, are the literacy strategies utilized consistently and throughout the lesson? Are our students engaging in these strategies throughout the lesson? So I've included here some great resources to use in your planning and reflection process. If you're from South Florida, like I am, you are very familiar with Beacon Educator courses. They are free online professional development that we took all the time when we were teachers down in Broward County. So they have amazing examples and templates when looking at some of these strategies that we want to incorporate to increase literacy. I've taken all of them at one time or another, so please reach out with any questions that you have. This module right here constitutes some great strategies and techniques. And please visit my Google site with these Video Vision slides for all of these hyperlinks. Something else I wanted to just kind of make notice or point out to you all was this great link called adlit.org, which is actually called All About Adolescent Literacy. And this is a bank of crazy strategies that I'm actually going to take and create short how-to videos after I run through all of the domains, kind of a new twist to our Video Vision series. But if you wanted to go ahead and check them out, it literally lists hundreds of different strategies, gives you the template to use, gives you step-by-step directions, and also gives you a video to see it in action. And what I like even more about it is all of these different strategies are grouped together according to the concept that they relate to. So there's some on questioning, there's some on vocabulary, there's some on, knowledge checks. So it's really a very well laid out resource. So go ahead and check that out. So now on to a really cool tech tool that I was mentioning at the beginning called Mentimeter. And this can be used to replace Kahoot or Socrative, or just basically used as a different alternative. It is super user-friendly. You can see that the kids can use it on their phone, on their laptop, on their device. But I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like when you are creating it. So bear with me. And here we go. So this was actually the interactive piece that we used if you attended the domain training, the choose your own venture domain training that Inav Cabrera and I did. And I'm going to basically just show you what it looks like when you're creating it. So here, like I said, is the diving deep into the domains. And what I really like about this versus Kahoot is the information is generated immediately, the responses, as well as there's a different ways that the responses can be shown to the students. So let me make it a little bit bigger for you. Okay, so this was the first question, and this question takes all the answers and places them into a Wordle, which I think is insanely amazing. So we asked, what is the main difference between effective and highly effective for domain 2? And so as the participants put in their information, it would constantly update and change the Wordle. And you can see that the words that are the biggest are the words that the teachers had put in the most. But this is just a neat way to see all of those answers that the kids are giving. And with this, the kids can give more than one answer. So it generates a really great Wordle to share out with the kids. The second type of response that we can gauge is by creating a graph. So here we asked what the best way to convey a growth mindset to your students is. Here I had already put in the answers, and this bar graph raises as the teachers are submitting their responses. And the last one was, how do you establish rapport at the beginning of the lesson? And this was almost like a chat blurb. So as you can see, as I scroll down, all of the answers that the teachers had given are in their own little boxes. And what I think is really neat is if you click on a box, it makes it larger, and you can take that time to kind of hone in on a really great answer or even a wrong answer and have the kids have some, conversation about it. Super easy to use. On my website, my Video Visions website, there is actually several YouTube videos that will walk you through some tutorials on how to set up your Menti quiz. So as we're moving forward and you're thinking about that reflective piece, think about how this could be a good option to use as a progress monitoring piece. I know it fits in with that 2C monitoring and managing student progress, but it really is a great literacy strategy to keep the students engaged as well. All right. So as we finish up here, I'm going to pop back on to the video camera to say my goodbyes. So, again, I'm always looking for a co-pilot. Think about, what new literacy strategy, technique, technology would you like to pilot? Let me know how I can help you. I'm always happy to help. Remember, all of these slides, along with the hyperlinks, are on my Video Visions page on my Google site. So please check out all these great resources. Thanks for joining. Till next time, friends.